Hey gang, it's your GM Drakeen here with another homebrew. Just talking today about shape changing for Circle of the Moon Druid. I have not had a lot of shape shifting druids in my games. Actually, I've only had one primary. I've had other Circle of Stars druids, but as you guys know, we probably they don't shape shift as often. This is a peek behind the DM screen for my Waterdeep Dungeon of the Mad Mage. As you can see, um, this is a map of Waterdeep, and of course, the keys on the left here. This is actually the landing page that players will come into when they come into the Mad Mage game. So you can sort of explore the city on your own time and just check some things out. And hey, maybe you want to go here or go there. Um, you know, you want to go to, say, the market, right? And so, of course, uh, there's a lot of open interpretation for the market right here because uh, and that's one of the things I decided to work on. So let's take a look. So we're going to look at shape changing for the Circle of the Moon Druid. This is Gertrude. She's one of my players in Rime of the Frost Maiden game. So this is her character. And let's take a look. So we're going to actually, I'm just showing you this because it's kind of featuring something I have up now. I have some LFMs up now for Mad Mage. But let's look at one of the market pages here. So I worked on this a while ago. We're going to kind of zoom out here so you can kind of get a feel for the whole. So this is kind of an overview of the whole market. Not the entire market, but part of it anyway. Um, as you can see, it's kind of busy. It's got a lot of stuff going on. You got big tents, you got smaller tents, you got stalls, you got little stands, a lot of stuff going on. Because Waterdeep has a big market, right? So I wanted to kind of explore the larger aspects of Waterdeep and get into like the zoom in. But anyway, for players when they go a place, we can zoom in and explore that area, right? As well as, of course, Mad Mage, which I'm not going to show you here. But I want to show you a cool feature on Roll20, and you guys have probably seen this before, but it's a really cool thing you can do for Druids, right? You have to set this up in tables, but what you get when you finish is the Druid can actually change into various things here. So uh, these are some of the forms that Trudy can form into. And of course, it doesn't resize you, right? Elk is large, so you're going to have to resize that, right? And then you right click, go multi-sided, go down to choose side, and then you choose the next form. This is a giant octopus, which is also large, I believe. And then multi-sided, you can choose the next form, right? This is a giant scorpion. Uh, so Trudy's got like quite a few forms. I probably don't even have them all in here, but yeah, it's um, it's a cool thing to be able to do this for your players because and this is something I had actually forgotten about because I just haven't had a lot of shape changers in my games. Pretty much people stay their form, right? So yeah, you could actually do a random thing. I'm choosing them now. This is a snow leopard because from Rime of the Frost Maiden, and then so on and so forth. I think they go on. That's a spider, I believe. This is a woolly rhino, which I believe those giant or huge, or excuse me, large or huge. I can't remember the size of a woolly mammoth. But anyway, let's look at another one. I'm just curious. Let's see what else is in here. I think this is the last one. Oh, this is a huge polar bear. Okay, so these things actually are huge. So they're about that big, which thankfully that's not in Waterdeep, right? That would be a real mess if that were in this situation. But anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to kind of show you a peek behind the whole thing that is going on with Waterdeep and show you a cool way to set this up. And again, you have to set this up in tables. It's going to ask you for the name of each form, and then you just drag and drop the picture in. It's pretty straightforward. I'm not going to show you each detail of that. It's not very exciting. But again, I'm Drakeen. I'm a DM over at Start Playing. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you at the gaming table. Take care.